Hi everybody, my name is Emily Iglesias, and for my program that I would love to have in the library, it would be fantasy football. So what exactly is this club all about? Well, the program offers a place for student athletes or students in general who are very interested in sports would come into the library and learn how to create their own fantasy football league. So we would learn about creating our own team, learning strategies in which the real football players and coaches make decisions to, and it just allows these students, especially since our sixth graders don't get the chance to play football, it allows them to have that discussion of the sport and get to know other grade levels as well. So the objectives are to essentially gather all types of students, females, males, 6, 7, 8, to come together. We want to work on learning how to decipher, analyze statistics, research our players and coaches, and we want to collaborate with other students while also making decisions based on data. So I'm looking for $1,000 for the club. I mostly want to spend it on books on sports, footballs, coaches, even decision making. I also want to spend the money on a sports subscription such as ESPN so that we can look back on plays from previous games from the weekend. I also want to use the money on snacks for students since the program is going to be after school, and I would like to use the money to buy prizes for the students whose teams are winning or have won their league of fantasy football. The benefits of this program is that students will be able to meet other students in grade levels. So they'll be able to have that interaction with each other. They'll also be able to collaborate with each other, learn different things and techniques from each other, why they chose a certain thing. We also want to learn about how to read statistics and analyze data so that we can help us make our own decision. And I also want to offer this club to teachers and coaches who, again, might not have that same interaction with all their kids and students, that they come in and they can talk about their fantasy football league and we'll have that connection together. So the reason why I thought about fantasy football, one, it's like incredibly popular. I know some students are kind of already talking about it and doing this, but they use the same program in Dublin's inner city, specifically for their at-risk kids. And Costello and Senna mentioned that the attendance increased as the students were participating in this program. They were able to attend school more, they were more interested in what's happening at school and learning about it, and their behavior was getting better as well. They also found in other research that the students were interested in sports, but not just football, but they started getting interested in other fantasy sports. From Lee says that fantasy playing became a higher level of engagement with sport. So some students might like to watch it but not really know too much about it, so they will able to have that knowledge as well. It also, of course, involves human decision making, which is really important as a life skill. So Lee and Liu write that the behavior reflects basic cognitive biases that even well-prepared expert decision makers find difficult to overcome when they were learning about fantasy football and how essentially do these people make the decisions. And of course, research and data helped with some people's making decisions, but some other times it was just because of bias. And so students will get to see, is it really because you like the player or is it because they are a good player? And if their team ends up winning the league. In order to see the impact of the club, I think it's important that the committee come and by the club to see how students explain the setup of their team. I want them to have many presentations, whether they're working together or by themselves, about how their team looks, why they chose these players, their stats of the players, the records as the team. And I want them to do little small presentations every once in a while based on what they're doing and how their team is working. And then these are the references I used in my rationale. So I'm really excited to start this program, and if you have any more questions, please let me know. Thank you.